Hey guys, Roygo here, and welcome back to another episode of Doki Literature Club. We are going to continue where we last left off. I need to share my poems with people. Start off with Sayori again. Zach, I really love your poems. Can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything, but poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. Can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so... Hey, no way. Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki's at least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Eh? Whoa, stop thinking weird things, idiot. It's meant that you're a really expressive person, I guess. Why am I supposed to write poems about my stupid own life? My own stupid life. You somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. Eh? I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? Past Sayori's head. Hey, I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Zach, will you give me your poem? I kinda want to keep it. Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we get home. Really? I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the pieces she dropped. But being an additive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. So sorry. It's fine. I'll get it for you. Bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. Palms sweaty, knees and arms are heavy. Mom's spaghetti. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah, I grabbed Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. It's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Oh my god, why is it so long? Why are the poems so long? Alright, I'm gonna read it. The bottles pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in the bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle of starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from my shelf, one after the other. Holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They're supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo inside my head. Got a little weird. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but this isn't it. I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Manga taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing, it's like magic. You got pretty passionate about this, huh? Hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. You can keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori always has a habit of being obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this one is one of those times. Seeing her passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alrighty, Sayori. I'm trying to get the ones who talk a lot out of the way. Let's see, what have you written for today? Well done, Zach. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Sayori. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. Just happy to help inspire fellow writers. Now you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poems to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. And efforts can go a long way. I don't feel like you need to work your brain to, like, turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. Write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your readers to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. It's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this a poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me your poem. Is everybody just writing really long poems all of a sudden? Jeez. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, subconscious, well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon incements its phrase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in my eyes and the eyes of the raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently. My bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. Whatever that word is. I slice the bread. I feed myself again. Cool. Alright. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. Something metaphorical. What did I say like that? Metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, but I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. People make fun of me. Do you have anything like that, Zach? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. I read that word wrong, for sure. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. I'm glad that you're a good listener. Alright, let's do Natsuki next. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I guess that feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Maybe that was a compliment? Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll get as good as me someday. That's, something Natsuki completely missed the point. But think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sari's poem from yesterday. You think so? Well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. Never really struck me as her type. Sari has a type all of a sudden. I don't know, honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. Think of it kind of this way, if it weren't for me, she'd probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other, each in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Well, yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem here. Everyone's writing super freaking long poems now. Cool. Great. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Is this her poem or her diary? I don't know. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her sing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound. The rhythm of the words. She likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. Try not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? So I'm not friends with her. I don't care if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It matters if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. Throws bear off without spider lovers. Now I'm gonna tell everyone. Great poem. Perfect. Not bad, right? It's got a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. Just warming up. Hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. Of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. Don't really have to explain it at all. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and help people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. You know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks it doesn't matter. It can be about anything. Really have to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they make fun of you or think less of you. That just makes people stupid. Who Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. That's funny. Yuri wrote something about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah, she said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I don't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. Guess I should try not to be so mean to her. She feels insecure by her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. You made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. That's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. I want to make people think, not feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it. Alright, and now we have Monica. Hi again, Zach. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that, as long as it's not going bad. Happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Won't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. Give my poem to Monica. Alright, it's pretty good. Makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You are like the dynamic duo. It's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. Not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a little bit to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. You can talk to me every now and then, too. Not like unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. Just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or anything. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, anyway, you want to read my poem now. I like the way it turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Another long poem. Great. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, and blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise won't stop. Violent, creating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Woke me. Do you really have to hit enter like 25 times in order to get down to here? It's even more abstract than the last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. Sorry if you don't like it. I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. Kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how the space here works can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression or a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know it might change your mind. Something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for you. Thanks for listening. I'm going to save my game. Well, I should save my game. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. About the festival? Well, sort of. We really have to do something for the festival. It's not like we can put anything together in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of gaining new members. It's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Suri has been working on posters and designed some pamphlets. Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. I'm sorry, I thought you all heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? For Monica, they're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. The cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Siri is putting it all on posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Hehe. I think he's been carving a poster holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. You really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's about to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature's all about. Yeah, it's about expressing feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. You know, having fun reading. Because I'm totally having fun reading right now, definitely. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in the club today. Don't you want to share that with others? Inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you all do. I know we all do. If all it takes is to stand in front of the room for 2 minutes and recite a poem, I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. Guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. It's okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew, thanks Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glanced around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. We'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. If you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how are you expected to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll try to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Ah, of course. Let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself, and stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. A clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? Glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. 4 of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. Just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? And I'll go next. Oh, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and steps up. Keep your head down. Okay, now I'm right. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. The poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called Afterimage of the Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns, and the structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. It must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she finishes. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. Not that we didn't want to applaud for her. We were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds a poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. So he hops off her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's not harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? I tried to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting to yourself, like in front of a mirror in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then, Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. Hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori means when she says she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Zach liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Come out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems won't work quite right as well with that kind of delivery. Now I understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. You might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. I know what you mean. That's why I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's embarrassing doing it in front of everyone. Next time, I'm going to make sure you pick a poem that challenges you a bit more. You don't have much time for the festival, you know. Okay, now who's next? Natsuki? Make me go before Zach. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Zach lower everyone's standards a little more before I have to do it. Natsuki? It's fine. Might as well get it over with. It's not like I have any selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. Snap and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. Recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. Something that will improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets off her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are y'all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyone Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, the poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. Words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. Wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. Better not make me do that again. Ah, well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? Man, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. Put on whatever face I want for other people. Just with my friends. It's embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it'd be the other way around for me. That's just how it is, so I guess in that case, you won't have to worry much for the festival. That said, I wanted to thank everyone for coming through. It'd be hard, but I hope that you'll have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice for the festival, okay? And making pamphlets. Let me know about ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. Probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. I'm really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. And for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. Can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. Stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club. Impressing Monica. I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. You two always going home together like that. Kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make it such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, I'm not supposed to respond to that. It's okay, Zach. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori? Sorry, I was facing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori phones with her words. Let's just say that one day Yuri has to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? Kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, okay, so would I rather walk home with someone I don't care about or walk home with my friend? I think I'll pick my friend. Sayori, you really think I'd ditch you for Yuri? Yeah, but she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I won't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Zach. You think about me so much sometimes. You really would deserve it if you wanted it so. Sorry, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? This conversation shows off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time. Okay. Time for more poem writing. Alright, I'm just gonna stick with Sayori. Let's do games. Immediately failed. Alright. Dance. Alright, let's do... Let me think. Let's do romance. Let's do bed. Let's do... rain? Cloud? Okay. Why is rain called a Sayori? I don't know. I'm not gonna think about it much. Let's do hope. Let's do journey. Nope. Let's do lazy. Let's do... waterfall. Nope. Let's do vacation. Let's do holiday. Together. Let's do blanket. Nope. Let's do raindrops. Nope. Let's do heart. I don't know which one. What should be Starscape? No, that's Yuri. Bouncy? Nope. Laugh? Okay. Let's do childhood. Let's do and melody. Goddamn. I think I still did good, right? Oh man, last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Practicing piano again? Yeah, with a lot of determination. Starting this club and not picking a piano. Maybe not determination, but I guess passion. I that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. Can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. And weren't you complaining about just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah, I'm not talking about our part of the festival. It's a whole day of school where you get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. It's not a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do you usually have fried squid? Squid? Pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying that you don't like squid, you of all people? I don't know. I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean, you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Eh? It's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for today now, okay? Fine. Reactions are always funny as Yuri's or Sierra's anyway. Excuse me? Where's Sierra anyway? Oh, there you are. Great. Let me wait a little bit. I need to get a little bit of a break. Let me wait. I have a lot of reading. Okay, I think I'm good. Wait. Okay, I think I'm good. Anyways. She was sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. Walk over to her. Hey, Sayori? With my hand in front of her face. Eh? She's facing out again. Ah, sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you're worrying too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Alright. You say so. I already glanced at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. The conversation's already dispersed with everyone back to usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. Timidly approached Monica, who was shuffling through some papers to her desk. Zach, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? No, what do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. You think so? Can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica pushed across the room with Sayori, who was idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there was something on her mind. I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Zach. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talking to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. Just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? It seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on the mind is you, Zach. Me? How on earth did you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. Eh? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. Like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it's always been. You're so funny, Zach. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. Sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I tried to talk to her, so try not to think about it now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from the desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice down so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh on me so much? Now that I feel like I'm the one behaving out the ordinary. There's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Okay, everyone. Some time passes and Monica calls the club room. Where's our poems now? Before I know it, everything's back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, I do the same. Make eye contact with Monica and she smiles at me. What about she was talking about with Sayori? Okay, so I didn't even get to talk to her. Well, I'll talk to her anyways. When share poems. This is your best one so far. It's really nice, Zach. Hey, thanks. Sorry, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything's fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Want a nap or something? That's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I want to see smiles on your face. Alright. Hey, Zach. I'm still a little surprised. I thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Even Natsuki. But in the end... Yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? You want to get closer with everyone else? Wait. Of course I do. That doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me. I have to sometimes put up with you. We have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. Sometimes it's just easier to write when I'm thinking about you. Sayori? No. Zach, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. You had fun with everyone else instead. This would be so much easier. Sayori. I pass around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori. Probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Zach. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry I had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. Let me go home a little bit early today. Sayori. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? See you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Okay, so things are getting a little weird. Things are starting to get a little weird now. Alright, let's talk to Yuri. Well done, Zach. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing your writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first. Now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore. It's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. It's been fun getting to know everyone in their writing. I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned enough about yourself, Zach? Well, you know, I like to say that my writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know. As always, I believe that what's most important is exploring. I'm not going to go back to that sentence. That's comforting. I'm afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Eh? Why me? We're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. That's so. Yuri thinks for a good minute. It must be terrible for me to have become someone whose opinions feel some unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. It just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? And being disliked. Yuri, what am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. You want to share your poem now? Okay, here. Another long poem. Beach. Our marvel millions of years in the making. The womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under the clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss. But beneath the gray, rolling clouds, an endless enigma, the easiest world to get lost in, is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle when the sand is wet. When the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lift at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blind blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foaming tendrils. I turn back, and I abandon my piece to evade at the shore, drift forward, and return to Earth further north. Alright, moving on. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Say that like you didn't even want to write about it. You haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. Supposed to compare the differences in our own writing styles or thought process. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wanted to show off. I think I have a particular interest in our writing style. I just went with her request, but I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Alright, now let's share with Natsuki. One's alright. Alright? Oh yeah, about as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course I'm always trying. You're so emotionally invested in my poems anyway. Isn't that more of a compliment to me? Eh? Oh, gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in the club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? What if you ended up just scaring me away? It's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Natsuki's elbows connect to my stomach. Oh? Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. It's just joking. I know. Don't worry, I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? It seriously hurts. Maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. She really just watched my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing even happened. Alright. I'll be your beach. Mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. Today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that watches your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought I had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts on a pile of sand. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Watch your insecurities in the salty sea. Let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a Jesus Christ is so long. Leave your memories in your footprint trail. Set you free in a windy sail. Remember the reason you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that watches your worries away. Where your dreams about each day. I'm not reading the sense over and make your heart leap. Wait, okay, it's the same. If you want me by your side, you won't beach, you won't escape. Learn to love yourself again. Alright, that was great. Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. It's kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. But Gary's take on it was a little more solemn. Well, that's she better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she's the one who wanted to write about it. Okay, so wait, Yuri said that you wanted to write about it. Now you're saying Yuri you two, there's something up with you two. You guys gotta freaking talk it out. You need to put him in like a freaking boxing ring. Deal with this. You really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic and trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Not like I care. I said it anyway. I mean, I guess mine end up being kind of metaphorical too. Nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. 3 weeks was a good practice. Alright. Now, Monica. Hi, Zach. Have you thought about what you wanted to submit and perform to the festival? Well, being this club is one thing. Performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. Whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It'll also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. Monica, take the poem and I'm holding in my hand. It's kind of funny. How so? Not the poem. Man, it's funny how your poems and serious poems have been getting more and more similar to each other every day. Surprised you're so in sync with her. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time with her lately, haven't you? I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing as much of her in this past years. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot more time together again. I see. It reminds me, but how Siri's been a little off today. Yeah, did she tell you something? Well, Zach, you haven't been flirting with her, have you? Of course not. I'm treating her like I always do. Alright, making sure. I know how much you care about her. It'd be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Siri's been acting so much happier ever since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. I'm getting the feeling that Monica knows something that she's not telling me. I don't know. I don't know if I like Monica. I'm just saying I don't know if I trust her. The way she's talking, it seems like she knows something that she's not telling me. And I don't like that. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. When all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill expressionless, but a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. Look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Alright. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? There's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. What do you mean by that? You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Are you ever too shy to share your own writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. So it's more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. Well done sharing poems, right? Well, let me start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is this me, or did you say something strange just now? Eh? I mean, it did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. But the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? Almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? Thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. That's so. Hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Curious expression coming from Yuri all of a sudden? Calm down, guys. Talked to her earlier and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparation. So, see, Monica knows something. She knows something that she just doesn't want to tell me. I don't like it. That's what everyone will be doing for this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. We might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, we're going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Siri will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri. Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, it's not at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Natsuki's probably too. Even I can tell now. Guess I never gave Siri enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have a beautiful handwriting. You have beautiful handwriting, you know. So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk and focuses and starts nodding to herself. Yuri's mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'd be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Zach, who's truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You always help me out as well. I'd be really appreciative of that. That's... Monica suggesting I spend a weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. Recall, Natsuki. You mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Zach may not like being around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds like you're just making excuses for Zach to... What are you saying? The extremely meticulous work. Baking isn't? What do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Zach to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... Surprised as well. Sorry, I was just saying now. Jeez, can we just sell this already? Yeah, Zach, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone look straight at me. Of course, I'm gonna go with... Okay. Oh, there's an option for Sayori. You know, if this was actually me, I would probably go with my friend who is weirdly off and isn't feeling good. That seems like the best thing to do. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, I'd prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, and Monica said, like I said, that Sayori said I was helping her. Jeez, you really hate us that much? No, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. I think the club... Guess not. Guess I don't have a choice. You said I have a choice, I made my choice, and you said no. So you're obviously lying that I don't have a choice. You know what? Screw you two. I'm gonna talk to Monica then. I haven't talked to her yet. Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica. Hey, you picked me. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, Monica, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Zach was the one who... it doesn't matter. You're the one who scared him into picking him in the first place. You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monica, she don't want any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? It sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made in such a big deal in the first place. It's completely false, Monica. Yeah, we have a lot of work to do, you know. We won't do as good of a job if you make us work alone. Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monica. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. So are you going to do the right thing, President? Okay, I get it. It's technically most logical for Zach to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. Do you have a preference, Zach? No, I don't have a preference. So that's 2 times now where I made an option and that option got cut down. Okay, so we're in a bit of a dilemma. I don't care about Natsuki or Yuri. I don't care about either of them. Who do I pick? Honestly, Natsuki's making cupcakes. I like to make cupcakes, so let's go with that. Well, baking sounds like it would be kind of fun. You guys made it sound like it's a lot of work, so it could possibly use 2 people. Don't worry, baking is a ton of fun. Definitely agree. Just a minute ago you were saying that. That's because... Never mind, okay. Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course, used to it after all. It's good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's a little hard to not feel bad. That's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yeah, everything except the performance is gonna be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Zach? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it turns out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? Still sulking. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not that big of a deal or anything. But it might not just be that. I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help. Doesn't mean Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look. Natsuki goes over and puts her hand on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here, and you're really going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too. We're going to make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performances, so just stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki raises her hand and turns around to face the other direction. Didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but Yuri isn't the one who's surprised. Monica and I are also taken back by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, to be saying such encouraging things. We began to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori, even if it didn't work perfectly. I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so fair enough, there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? And we still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. We really would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me. That's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Geez, good thing I stopped you. Give you my number, okay? Trying to make it weird or anything. Why did I do that? I'll give me your number. Okay, I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, coming to my house? Well, yeah, what's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping you, I would be going to your house. Yeah, right. I could have a guy over my house. My dad would kill me. Really? Kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? Can't do anything when my dad's home. Anyway, I just need to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah, I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much, so you better look forward to it. Oh? You say you're just gonna give me the dirty work? Well, I was saying that. It's not like I could act like in front of everyone. I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so... Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Never mind. Can't believe this. Natsuki's going to be coming to my house on Sunday? Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori. My anxiety still shoots through the roof, since I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. But I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this. It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. Okay. Sorry, Sunday. My vision goes blank. I wake up and it's two days later. What happened? Did I just get knocked out in the middle of the road? How was it 2 days later already? Did I just like pass out of nowhere? Alright. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. You know, she's been texting me a lot. Seeing each other one after exchanging numbers, double checked, but it turned into conversation. There's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emojis and cute language. He also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. Wait, Natsuki aside, I haven't heard that thing about from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything. I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayori before Natsuki came over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. Why is the music not playing? The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in the room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Zach. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it would be such a mess. Because I end up cleaning it for you. Maybe somebody wanted to come over today. Were you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but... Wait, how do you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided the last club meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. What about you? Are you going to help Monica today? Of course. I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Nothing about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just want to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. It's no good, Zach. Eh? Can't I just be like this as it's always been? It's all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, I didn't make that stupid mistake. wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. This is my punishment, isn't it? Getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. Just wants to torture me. You can't say heh after what the hell you just said. Sayori. Grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know everything's happened. I know something's happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. Tell me already. That's why I know I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You might put me in a trap sack, but you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. Just seeing you for the first time. Seeing what? You're talking about Sayori. You're just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Zach? Guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I had really bad depression my whole life. Damn, this got dark very fast. You know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy in caring to waste and having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. That's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept it from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why Sayori? Eh? Why is it that you never told me about this? It feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. You probably shouldn't say this to someone who literally just told you that they have depression. I don't know about you, but I don't know if telling somebody who has depression that you feel like they betrayed you isn't that good of a thing to say. If I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you, even if there's only so much that I can do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little bit better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. I don't understand at all, Zach. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. Also, you can't laugh after saying that. So I want so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. Then I discover something else too. Seeing you make friends to get closer with everyone in the club. It feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. Right, I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. I just don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Zach, there's nothing at all. The only thing that could help is if everything could be like it always was. I was selfish. If I showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. You joined the literature club because I was selfish. I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And I came here and I made you hurt too. Just weak and selfish. That's all I am. So I'm going to accept these punishments because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. You could draw it, but nope. We're just going to have you close your eyes and imagine. Come on, Zach. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm only happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. I make friends with everyone else, that's just a bonus. Is that what it said? I don't care. But please never say how much I care about you. I wouldn't have taken it any other way. Zach, Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite her arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Zach, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but I want for her to know that I care. You have the energy to call yourself selfish, and you have it to let me be selfish too. Remember what it takes to figure out what needs to change. Make these feelings go away. If there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I get mad if you don't. I don't know. It's only Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of these feelings, Zach. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But hugs are so warm. It's really scary too. I open my eyes now. My eyes are really closed all the time. He does so. I let her go as well. Festival's tomorrow. Yeah? It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How'd you like for me to spend it all with you? That's what I want. I promise. I think that'd be nice then. Yeah. So wipes her eyes. If I could spend a whole day here, I would. All the days had to be the one where I had other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. And at the very least, you want to come along and help out? It'd be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. It's hard for me to keep thinking about when Natsuki's about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. Just focus on what's ahead of me. Alrighty. I think I'm going to leave this episode of Doki Doki Literature Club here. Still, nothing has happened, but I will say we're getting a little hints. We're getting a little bit of, like, little clues there being sprinkled in. First, I'm very confident that Monica knows something that she's not telling me. I don't know what that is. 2, Sayori is randomly acting a little weird, and turns out she started saying that, she has depression. Which is a bit of a turn I didn't expect this game to take. So I think we're getting somewhere at least, and maybe something will happen soon. But anyways, for now, I'm going to leave this episode here. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, make sure you guys like this video. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Keep in mind, it's totally free. You can unsubscribe at any time and help me get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. As always, I will see you guys in the next episode.